And good morning on a chilly Saturday morning in Saskatoon at the Saskatchewan Super Series as we welcome you back to live sports here in the province. Darren DuPont, and pleased to be joined by, well, curling royalty, Dean Kleiter.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming along this morning.
Happy to be here.
It is draw 3 of the Saskatchewan Super Series, put together by Team Dunstone, who we're all familiar with, his wonderful run to the Brier a year ago, and resulting in a bronze medal, now putting 5 of Saskatchewan's best curling teams on the ice, all together under one roof here at the Highland Curling Club in Regina. And it's been great so far with 2 draws last night. We're going to see Kleiter and Team Meachem this morning. Both teams 1-0 too, Dean. This is just wonderful to be back on the ice.
Good, isn't it? It is. You know, it's been a long season to try to get this going again, and to be able to play this sport we love so much is pretty awesome.
It's really awesome. We're already underway. As you can see, the opening rocks are already being delivered, but it's just awesome to be back to curling, isn't it? Especially after we've had such a long layoff since March, and a couple of test events throughout the province, the Sutherland and Saskatoon holding a test event, Dean, and now you get all these great teams on the ice together.
Yeah, they're all really excited. It's fun to when you're watching them do their warm-ups, and you can just see they're really wanting to compete again.
So Team Kleiter out of Saskatoon and Team Meachem competing, and these are 2 teams, young teams coming onto the scene. But this curling scene in Saskatchewan, we were talking about this before we came on today, is so good and so underrated, isn't it?
It is. We don't have one single big name, other than Matt Dunstone's made a name for them this past year with the Brier appearance. But for the most part, it's been quite open. There's probably at least 5 to 8 teams that could compete and win this province any given weekend. So,
Jared Latos is the lead for Team Meachem. They are throwing the blue stones, right, in the opening end here. And Team Kleiter, obviously that's a nice connection for you, coaching that team. And what's it going to be like calling them? Can you be impartial? Calling your kid?
I'll try not to be a homer here today.
We understand if that comes through, for sure. Opening end, and Team Kleiter has the hammer here in 1.
Okay, easy right now. Whoa.
As you can hear already, we've got all the players mic'd up for this game as well.
Josh. Close now. Josh. Whoa. Trev. Yeah, Trev. Roll it out. Roll it to the wing. Get going, though. Get going. Good shot.
For this young team, all the junior success
nice
that they've
throw.
had, right? The under 21 championships, the U18 provincial championships. There's been so much success for this group, and now they get to step up and play with the men's team. What's that adjustment going to be like?
I think they should make the adjustment quite well. They have played a lot of men's events with the focus of still juniors, so it's going to be a fun season for them this year, knowing that now our goal is the men's play. So it's not just experiencing it now, it's let's get out there and compete.
So take me back to last night for Rylan and his team and their opening draw of this event. And you get stuck playing Matt Dunstone, and then you win 7-3. How does that happen? And that's quite a way to get onto the scene, right?
Yeah, we've had quite a bit of practice already because we had the early ice at the Sutherland Curling Club in Saskatoon. So probably a few more rocks the boys have thrown than Dunstone. And you never want to peak in October, but they played well last night, and they were rewarded with that.
In such a different year, too.
Okay, a bit of room not early.
When would you normally be on the ice? Or has it been typically
lots of room.
Not affected as much as maybe we think?
Really got to move right now.
For us in Saskatoon there, because we did have the early ice, we're used to getting on in early September, sometimes even in August.
Yep, Josh,
so we practiced probably as much as we would in a normal season, just haven't played much yet for games.
Okay, that's good, Trev.
And these events are going to be so key for that, showing that you can put teams together in a building, play on the same ice, control, not have any outbreaks, and then we'll be allowed to hopefully have more and more events.
Absolutely. You know, at the Sutherland, when we hosted that test event, keeping it 2 pools, so you're only interacting the 6 teams in each pool, and just it made for a real safe environment, and everybody felt good about that. Such a nice finish on this ice. Darren Gress has got it curling really well.
Still a little warm.
Yeah, great job here at the Highland Curling Club in Regina.
Pardon?
The only draw on the only game on the ice this morning at the 9 a.m. draw in what's been instantly chilly and cold Regina, down to -13 this morning.
Whoa, whoa,
I'm just glad we're up in the lounge and not down on the ice.
So true.
whoa.
This one looks like it's hanging out
Hey, we're
there.
going to roll open now. Still got a curl, though, for that. Hard, Josh. Really
There
hard.
it goes.
Josh. That's probably sticking there. Okay,
We caught a piece of it.
going.
Will it be enough? So
Yeah, there's no sweeping of those rocks behind the tee this year, so that's a little different. You have to watch them roll out of the house.
And that's a change across the game, right? No sweeping by either team behind the tee line.
Correct.
So
and
why the
that's-
change?
Yeah, because of the COVID rule is you want to maintain that social distancing, so that's one way that you're not going to get the offensive team sweeping right to the tee line and then the defensive team coming in and sweeping it after the tee line.
Something they hope to go back to once this is passed, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
and even graduating to 2 sweepers is what we've done now. Earlier in the season, it was 1 sweeper, and the rule got switched back to 2 because it just made sense. You've got teams playing together that are traveling together, hoteling together, so they just felt this. You're in your own cohort, so
Just a little heavy, and it'll
Hey, just go paint it.
hang on in the back of the 12. Just catch a piece. Joshua Mattern,
Yeah, exactly.
a 21-year-old, such a young team.
Okay, line's good. Bit of real. Line's good. You can go. Line's perfect.
Top 12.
It's all you right now. Line's perfect, guys. Yep. Switch if you can. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're actually probably, whoa, you're good on your own. You're good on your own. Nice spot.
And that'll be
it was well judged,
protected.
well swept.
Good sweep, guys.
And we got a great look at it down from the other end, from above the end and the hack that they're delivering from. So you can see that yellow stone. It's completely buried.
A little note this year, Josh Mattern, who just threw, he's been playing second on this team for the 6 years that they've been together, and switched to third this year, and he's up for the challenge, and he's been playing really good.
Okay. Whatever you like.
Oh, on the board.
On the line. On line in down at the end.
AEM, yeah.
Yeah. Weight's good. Still there. Still there. Still there.
So be a little test out on this side.
Trying to come through the hole.
It's hanging. It's wanting to come now.
Does it have enough room to get by?
Just
Gets by. And it'll sit on top.
great shot.
Full 8 foot.
Good shot.
And so now what do you do?
Looks like they're electing to corner freeze on that blue one. Hopefully set the angle up. Doesn't allow the runner.
Line's good.
Wait real close.
Okay, you got room. You got room. You don't have to go yet. You don't have to go yet. Lots of room.
Top 12.
Lots of room.
No, sliding good.
Wait only, wait only, wait only. Wait only, gotta move. Okay, line's getting good now. Whoa,
Top
whoa,
8.
whoa, can't bounce.
To the yellow.
Whoa,
To
whoa.
the yellow.
Whoa then, no.
He'll come down and sit right on the corner of their own yellow stone. And that's going to open up a chance to remove them both. Can they get to the front of that top yellow stone?
It appears they've got the room there to get by that. They'll be tight around the center guard, but they should be able to get close to nose.
Draw 3 of the Saskatchewan Super Series. Both of these teams are 1-0. For Meachem, a 7-2 win over the Colton Flash rink in the opening draw last night. And, of course, Rylan Kleiter, that big win over Matt Dunstone last night, the Saskatchewan representative at the Brier a year ago.
Yeah.
Looks like he's not throwing too hard here, just trying to get to the center, get to nose of that yellow.
This is Shaun Meachem and Skip Stones here in the opening end.
Can I? Stay close.
There it goes.
Past the guard. One. It's moved them, but so both maybe catching a piece of the forefoot.
I think he hit it where he wanted to. I think they were just maybe needing a little more weight there.
That's probably the
Well,
best.
you're the
hit.
coach on
Then
Team
he rips
Kleiter.
this- He rips that.
What are you
double
thinking
probably.
here?
Never draw. You guys like that?
Is he just playing nose triple?
Well, that's not going to be easy.
He'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your options there is top 8 foot.
Then he plays this and sits buried though.
Full
never
8
drawn
foot.
button, right? And we won't even be third with that shot either. I'm not too worried about these blues. I'm worried about this, I think.
Okay. Well, do you want to be?
Yeah, we need a
Well, you wanna be
telestrator,
tight
right?
Because then if
That
he
could be
does
like Russ
end up
Howard
playing
then.
something like that,
Exactly.
Then,
Draw the lines.
We need the lines. It's exactly what we need.
then you too big a chance. Yeah.
He's worried about the double.
Even up here's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, even the hit and roll
This is
could
the
be
best,
trouble.
though.
So, yeah, where he's put the broom there is
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
what I'm worried about.
So why
too.
not worried about the two blue ones? Like you said, if the double is there for Shaun,
I guess you could come here.
that could
right?
end up, with 3.
If you ever had them even, that would be like really, really good actually. I think down this line is really good, guys. Yeah. He's so wide open, yeah. Okay, we'll play for this. This is the call, yeah.
If you're dead even, you can play the double and roll.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to come that deep, man. 'Cause
I
if we
think-
come
yeah.
here, it's an easy nose triple. It makes it easier.
Yeah.
I just think if you come right here, he's gonna.
I'm okay with him hammering this though. That's a tough shot.
Okay, and if he makes a pistol, then we take one.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Top eight's the call roll.
Yeah.
Collards both
You
ways.
could even be here actually.
What's the call?
Yeah,
Right.
You like
they
the
leave
call?
it. I like it there.
We could just
leave
be
it
third, I
wide
think, is the
open. If
best
he
right?
does get the roll,
Yeah, edge on
you
edge
can
with that
run
seven.
your
So just draw to
your
the
rock
pin,
back
which is
into
like
theirs
right there.
and still be able to get your hopefully your deuce. I guess they're hoping.
Edge on edge is good. Then you have this for 3. Oh, we don't want to be buried. We want to be like edge on edge, right? Yeah. Maybe
That's a
take
new one
max
for me.
then.
Edge
I like
on edge.
Yeah. Worst case, better off being a little wider than narrower, right?
They're going, oh no.
second end, and we apologize for the technical difficulties, but that's okay. We got them out of the way in the opening end. But if you look at the board, there's 3 up there for Rylan Kleiter and his rink after a draw to the 4-foot, but that came on the heels of a attempted double that just missed from Shaun Meachem.
Yeah, they just got the sweep on it on the 4-foot line, ran a little straighter than they expected, and it just had to curl up a hair more or a hair less would have made the shot too.
So a quick 3 on the board, and it's not exactly on the game plan for Shaun Meachem, but he's got the hammer here in 2. He'll throw up a corner that got a little bit deep, but
with this curl, that will still be just fine where it is now too.
You think it'll okay? I'll give you a couple, like an inch or 2 less.
you talk about not wanting to peak in October, but after the win last night, you get 3 in the first
Line's
here.
good.
This couldn't be off to a better start
Hey, make it
to
a
this
3,
event
line's
for,
perfect.
I mean, your team,
Line's
but
perfect.
Line good again. Looks there.
It's kinda
Yeah, it is
running right now.
definitely a good start
Line's
for the
good.
boys.
Line's really good. Line's okay. If you're a 3, you're good. Okay, yep, Trev, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, 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 yep. That's good. Great spot, Matty. Good sweep.
getting it down close to the rings.
15-9-4. 16.
Interesting tidbit here. Jared and Braden, the front end of the Meachem team, have been longtime rivals with the Kleiter team over the years. I think they're 1 year older, but they've played a lot against each other in the junior ranks.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of junior curling for these two.
We're
And
light Meach.
I even remember calling some of their games, I think back in Melfort at the provincials. Would that have been right?
Actually, that was their first provincial championship, and that they had played Braden Stewart's team in that game. Yeah.
I remember being in the Melfort Curling Club, calling those games. That was a lot of fun.
And they had great food there too, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
The pies
Almost
were
That's right.
incredible.
That's right.
Splitting center.
That's part of the great things about the curling circuit, right? Is the different communities and all the great curling clubs and the food, and a lot of it's homemade and
Volunteers bringing stuff to the rink is awesome.
absolutely. And of course, this is a little different as we look
Line's
around.
good.
Really, nobody here.
Okay, easy for line right now if you can.
I mean, only
Little
one
early.
game on the
Lot of
ice.
early
and it
in
is
the
morning.
early. Everybody's cold.
Matt's rock, only if you have to.
And it's on curling zone. So
Line's
if you
getting
could
good
stay
now.
home, have the coffee rolling,
Yep,
and
Matt, you can keep going.
watch the
Yep.
game,
Hard, Matt.
We know that's where Grandma
Hard,
Grandpas
right over.
are. So
yes.
Hard. Little more.
Absolutely.
Little more. Great spot, Trev.
So we welcome you in wherever you may be watching from this morning. Darren DuPont and Dean Kleiter on the call this morning for the first draw. 4 draws, all available on Curling Zone today. And you're coming with a little heat.
good run back coming here. Nice shot.
And it'll sneak out the side and empty the rings. So as Shaun Meachem tries to set up an answer here with the hammer in 2, clears the house.
That's definitely Braden's bread and butter. Loves those run backs.
Line's good. Okay, room right now.
Didn't add any.
Line's perfect. Line's perfect. It's all you.
Close. Yep.
Yep.
Shot.
Whoa, yep. Hard.
Trying to sneak in.
Wait.
Just wait now. 15-5.
got
Yep,
through.
go, boys.
Can he get it to the rings?
Just keep going, though. Just keep going. Okay, that's good. Just cross center,
We'll
probably.
sweep it in and
Yeah.
maybe catch a piece of
That's
the
good,
8-foot.
Trev. I still like that spot.
Yeah, it looked like
Good
it,
spot.
excuse me, crossed the center line and just
Way earlier.
came up a little shorter than they were expecting.
What if you run that one back in there? Yeah, either that or the blue straight back and then like roll this. I don't know, up to you. I don't really like anything. Draw is.
That's never a good thing.
Nope, not when he's saying not liking anything.
Whatever, Meach, whatever you like.
They're talking about running one of their blue guards, the long guards, back.
Yeah, what you
I
get?
think that's a good call. Those center guards are not doing them any good when you've got the hammer. So if you make the run back, great. But if you open it up, it's good too.
Yep. Whoa, whoa.
A little speed. Does he have the angle? Put off the one yellow out in front. That opens up that side, but just couldn't quite get the one on the 12-foot.
Oh, yeah.
No, but it was good to get rid of that
yeah,
other
we got
guard
by
too.
that
And
guard
now
that was way out there.
when you have hammer,
Just
you like to see
D-line.
that 4-foot.
Okay, so I guess this.
They were just talking. They thought it was maybe a touch heavier down this path. We'll see how it comes.
Okay, I'd say easy for line. Whoa, whoa.
This one's hanging a little longer.
Can't go yet. Okay, come around it. Yep. Yep.
Plan B.
Hard.
Now it'll start to move.
Hard, Trev. Really hard. Hard. All right. That's okay. That's okay.
And they'll just nudge off their own and sit full 8 foot,
That's good weight. Just
But-
need a little less there.
exposed.
I didn't realize that one was so high.
So that's an example there of lefty throwing the in turn, or sorry, the out turn, not curling as much as Trevor's was throwing the in turn with the right hand.
Little big. Go, Jared. Go, Jared.
Got more pace here.
Go, Jared.
This one's looking pretty close.
Here they come and see if he can get the right. It'll just hit and stick. So now a chance to hit and
Pardon?
maybe get it buried.
Yeah, they're dead even. Board? Probably half a rock. Board?
When he says they're dead even, that's exactly the same depth. Can he hit off that blue stone and sit in front of his own, or is he going to?
I think he's hoping to roll in and
Easy right now.
just bump that yellow a little bit over as well.
Oh,
Not
okay,
sure
yep.
this one's they're going to
Whoa.
make plan B.
Yep.
He's going to roll the other way now.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Yeah, hard roll. That's good. That's good, Matt. You're good. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Good shot.
So can't quite get across the face of the stone,
That's really
but
good. That's almost. That might,
separates them a little bit. And as you heard Rylan at the end, that almost might be better.
He might be right, but this does give Meachem an opportunity to get one buried on the top 4 as well.
Yeah. Like that? Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah.
You like the call?
I do. Yeah, you've got the whole 4-foot on your last shot if you need it, so not too much risk here, I don't think.
Gotta go a bit, Jared. Just keep it out there. Easy, 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 easy. Easy, easy. It's really close. Easy, easy, Jared. Back 4.
Starting to
Back
move.
4. Back 8.
Will it get past? It will.
He's got a nice line as they watch it.
And it's going to sneak into the, well, half in the 12-foot.
Okay.
Must be one of the hardest things as the defender, you can't sweep that rock and you watch it stop.
It's gonna be. You can make.
Could have swept it right out the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just. This is a tougher shot though, right?
So now you have to be mindful of it
I kind of like
because
this. He's going to have a tough time putting one in that we can't get at.
If you leave it, those are the stones that end up being your second and third counters.
Okay.
So discussing here whether the top 4 is the better shot or the freeze on the shot rock.
Freeze that.
And I think freeze is the right shot.
Yeah, because I don't like I only have a half a rock or less even from that guard. Okay, so just draw to the pin with a little. Right there's good. That's a little less than a regular draw to the pin. That'll be perfect. This is the call. I think just freeze down to it, right? Back 8? Yeah. Pardon? How far do we have to tap it per second? Well, as long as we're in front of it, it's not going to be. We have to tap it like an inch probably. Yeah.
So the freeze as opposed to taking it out
back 4 and then you guys sweep it there as well. Okay.
Eliminates them from trying to. They could get one buried, right?
Yeah, and you know the takeout's not bad either.
Yeah.
It just probably forces them to freeze on you if you freeze.
Line's good.
So Rylan Kleiter.
You can actually go if you want.
His first here in the second.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go line. Really hard line. Hard line.
Can they get it to the front face and freeze?
Clean.
A little
really
bump,
good shot.
Sitting in a great spot.
Good sweep.
Like teams that they play together for so long, it's like they run their course. Like I wonder if their switch was just switching the lineup. It's the same speed out here. Like it's still nice, real nice.
So now from here, Shaun Meachem, how does he try and find a way to at least have a chance at 2?
Yeah, I think he's got to throw that exact same shot just about 3 feet lighter and get the stop in front of the tee line.
Easy.
So the first for Shaun Meachem here, and the second, skip stones.
Still heavy. Only if we have to. Heavy.
This one's really curling.
Yeah, it's moving quickly, and it looks like it's going to come up short or jam on the yellow one that's biting the top of the 8-foot.
No, it's like tee line.
And so now it's about how tough can you make the final draw for Shaun Meachem.
Yeah, I think ideally you want to get it just around your yellow biting the 4-foot. And if not, make sure you stay out to cover as much of the 4 as you can. Give him the same shot I guess he's going to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much buried as we can here.
If they can bury it, even bite the button
Probably
is
still
good.
minimum. No, top 8's pretty good. 55, you said? Okay. Let's make it here, boys.
I like that confidence in the hack. Let's make it. And the final stone for Rylan Kleiter.
Line's good. Okay, easy then. You can let it work. Lots of room right now. Room.
Top 4, top 8.
Line's good now.
If we're wide, leave it high.
Where are you?
Top 8.
Whoa. Higher the better on this line.
You'll get full 4-foot. He looked a little disappointed.
Yeah, I think he was hoping it was going to curl up a bit more. He had the right weight for the shot, just didn't curl up where he thought it was going to.
You go more and it's back a button. I don't think that's any better.
So final stone for Shaun Meachem here at the hammer in the second against 3 yellow stones.
No, weight's good.
Looks like nice weight to make the shot.
Close, get it.
He's on it. He's got one. Out the back and holds on, and Shaun
Good
Meachem
shot.
takes care of business with the hammer here in 2, puts 1 on the board. And that's a high-pressure shot against 3 yellow stones.
Very nice shot.
Are we taking a break? No? We're going to keep rolling? Awesome. Hit it. So 3-1 now. Rylan Kleiter with the lead, and the hammer back here through 2 ends. The Highland Curling Club and the Saskatchewan Super Series.
At Core Grain, we strive to be the most qualified grain storage and grain
So as soon as the music comes on, that's when.
today at coregrain.ca. Core Grain, doing the right thing for your farm.
Feels like we're curling in the middle of February, doesn't it? Into the double digits below freezing this morning in Regina. But not bad up here in the lounge of the Highland Curling Club, where we have a great vantage point for this third draw of the day, of the Saskatchewan Super Series. First of the day, and the only game on the ice is Rylan Kleiter leading Shaun Meachem 3-1 after the 3-ender to start things off. But Shaun Meachem, a nice high pressure shot to get his 1 with the hammer in 2, and here we sit in 3.
Yeah, for sure. That was a key last shot against 3 to get on the scoreboard, which they really needed to do that.
Light the 4.
That can be tough, especially in a game where you really want to force the other team to take 1. You see that so often, and it's hard to get your 2 to give up 3 in the opening end, but then to come back and make that shot and kind of get things settled down now and
Line's good.
kind of get back to playing their game.
For sure, when things aren't going as way as you'd like
have to go for
it to
line
go
here
all the
soon.
time, sometimes you just got to
Close.
take that score
Yep.
and get going.
Well, room. Line's perfect. It's all you. 15-7-5.
Rylan and the kids, they've been wearing these
That's all you
pants
need.
for a while. They wore them in juniors, right? The funky pants. When did that start,
My boy Matty.
and why?
Spot.
Yeah, that's a good
better.
story.
It's better there. That's a good spot.
So Josh, Rylan, and Matt, this is their 11th year, believe it or not, curling together. And Trevor joined them 7 years ago, and he was the man behind the pants.
He
Get a
was.
time when there is?
He made the, and then every year they've been doing it and having a lot of fun with it.
Different pair of pants every year?
Every year except this year, they moved into men's, and they have to start providing some of their own finances. And they have to start cutting back some places. So
I see. Now you got to be fiscally responsible, so we can't just go shopping every year for new pants.
yeah, mom and dad aren't paying it once they get to men's anymore.
I see.
Kill you.
The tough lessons we have to learn as we grow up. Right?
Heart.
It's going to rub off their own stone, and disappointing.
That's a tough break.
Probably running that. I don't like hitting it. Then it's probably going to open up he'll probably just freeze then. I think if you can bite the 8 and get buried. Yeah, you don't want to be frozen. You want to just bite the 8. But that 3 guard's not terrible, but back.
Trevor Johnson's the second for Team Kleiter to Saskatoon.
Line's good. Okay, you can go. Line's good. Line's perfect.
His first stone here
Line's
in the third.
perfect. Yep, gotta go line. Hard line. Really hard line. Hard.
Trying to sneak it past.
Whoa, you're by.
He's got room.
Okay, yep. Little bounce.
And right on top.
All right, Trev, good shot. Good sweep. Just a little tight broom, and then it made it tough. Good sweep on that one. Yeah, that was a good sweep.
And they like that with the hammer back to sit 2.
Yeah, they've got some
Sorry,
decisions.
sit 3.
Sit 3. Meachem's got some decisions to make here on the run back.
Well, yeah. Slap it right on the top of it. Yeah.
They're going to take some time and talk about this.
And if I
Recognizing early in the end that this might be a crucial moment.
Yeah. Not it, or spill it over the top and everything kind of.
I like this call.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
You know, as they sit with the overhead camera, you know, Grandma and Grandpa have the marker out, the dry erase drawn on the computer screen, trying to line up their shots, right?
And arguing about it as well.
Ah, yes. It wouldn't be watching curling if you didn't argue about the shot selection. A pace. And just missed as they caught it a little thin, and it snuck right over top of those 2 yellow stones. Let's watch it again.
Ooh.
Didn't miss by much.
I don't know what he's doing with these, though.
So now do you throw another one in, or do you try and protect?
No. Like, even this isn't back. This is his only maybe shot.
Yeah, that's what I think they've got.
As long as we're behind T-line, can't give him an in. Or you go here.
With those 2 out front, the 2 blue ones being staggered,
Then you
it makes
kinda
it
take
awfully
both
tough,
away, right?
tough to.
You wanted a 3 or a 4? It'd be a 4. Okay.
Run one back.
This is real tough to get anything going back. Yeah.
Thanks, Rylan.
His only shots right now, like, even this doesn't kill us, we'll still have a draw for 2.
You come top 12, half buried, I think it's really good.
Even coming with the in-turn and being wide open so that he can't get it. If he does get something around, you can run it back.
Just going to give you an inch more, Trev.
I think coming on top of your yellow one doesn't help you much because he's coming around to your back one, and you're going to get limited to 1, maybe 2.
Walking it's on is pretty good as well.
Second stones here in the third end. Trevor Johnson.
Well, bit wider. Bit wider right now.
Line's good, line's good.
Line's good. Room. Okay, you can go.
Yep.
Line's perfect.
Coming in.
Now Matthew Tyne and Joshua Mattern get on the brooms.
Hard.
Josh.
Trying to drag it as far as he can.
Hard, Josh. Go. Hard.
He's past that blue one, and can he sit on top? He'll get a piece of the 8-foot.
It's good though.
It looks mostly buried.
Wow. I don't think so.
It's a pretty good shot.
So Meachem wants to open this up.
Yeah, the call's a double run back, and Braden did that last end, one of those. And here comes
One, and he'll just peel the high guard away. It's a tough angle when they're staggered like that. You really have to hit it perfectly.
It is. That's one of the probably the most
I don't
difficult
mind the
shots
high
when you're
guard.
doing a double run back, for sure.
Yeah, his only shot to get out is to run. He can still come here, though, to limit us to 2.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think he's doing that yet, is he?
If he misses that, it's very bad for them. It's too early for...
Dude's great here.
Okay. What turn do we like then? Our path? Yeah.
Miking up the curlers might be the greatest advancement in television history. It is one of the most wonderful things to listen, to strategy unfiltered live on the ice.
It sure is, and even as a coach to have that, I know Jeff Chambers over there. He's got his boys mic'd up, and he gets to listen to them during the game, and it really helps for their discussion purposes after the game as well.
Yep, got to go line, Matt, a little bit early. A little bit early. Okay, we're over curling, over off. Yep, got to go, Matt, though.
Trying to bring in a high guard here and make the run back a little bit more difficult.
That's good, Jay. Good spot. Real nice.
It turned out okay for them.
Maybe just a touch, yeah.
Staggered
good,
a bit, and it'll make it awfully tough to get to the front of that blue stone. So now what do you do? As we're into third stones here.
Yeah, they got a bail shot here right now. If they can get one frozen on that back 8 foot, could limit the Kleiter team to 1 or maybe 2.
Gotta go.
They're working this one. 2 really good sweepers.
Braden Stewart and Jared Latos on the brooms. Trying to get it past everything. Now that'll just not quite have enough juice, and it'll sit full 8 foot, exposed. Rylan's thinking about removing it.
Yeah, I think the shot there is to get as close to nose as you can, but if you just chip and roll a little to the left, you'd be fine too, just to remove that.
Well, nose is like absolute. Nose is perfect. You don't have to get inside. Even rubbing off of this is good. I mean, with hack, it's probably not great though. Okay, let's throw hack, Josh. Let's nose it. This side comes in hard at the end, so just stay ready.
So remove it. If you get to nose, you'll be tough to get at too.
Low down.
Whoa, then. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
This is looking tight.
Joshua Mattern.
Whoa.
Trevor's on the sweep.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Matt. Hard Matt.
They didn't. Well, they'll hit and
Really nice
stay
shot.
out
That's
there.
a great shot.
That's perfect. Pretty good. That's really good.
And they like that a lot.
Just really nice control weight there.
And the Meachem stone, the blue stone, sitting in the back of the 12 foot as a 4th shot.
There's going to be a little weight coming down on this one.
Trying to open things up. With Rylan Kleiter lying 3.
I think he's got a chance to get a triple here, and maybe even 4 of them out.
So here's Shaun Meachem with his first here in the 3rd. Skip stones. And this one's coming hot. How many can he pull out here? Got by 1 and 2.
3.
And just nudged the 3rd one back enough. And that really opened things up. Now Kleiter lying just 2.
That was a really nice shot. Just got by the guard, as you can see. Whoa.
He just got by the guard.
Can we see that again?
We'll get another look at it
Here it
here.
comes.
Watch this. They're going to slow this down. Oh, great job by the guys in the truck.
Great
That
sweep.
just got by. Wow.
Great sweep there.
Just bite the 4. Yeah, half to, or even 3/4 is. Yeah.
And now for
Honestly,
Rylan,
edge
are
to
they
edge is
still
pretty
looking
good.
Where are we wanting it exactly?
at
Top
3?
4.
Like 4? Fully buried?
Even
Yeah, I
full
think
eight's
they're
pretty
sitting
good,
2, so they're going to
No,
try to
not
get that
full
one
buried.
just around
Then he freezes.
the one in the
Not
top
even.
12
3/4 is pretty good.
and into the 4 foot.
Yeah. Okay, what do you guys like here?
50.
50. All right, let's make it. Line's good. Add it a bit.
Top 12.
Add it a
Go
bit.
ahead. Line's good. Matt, yeah, line's
It's really curling.
Yes. Matt, line
Yep.
two.
Got to go line.
It's
Really
moving.
curling.
This one's really
Top
curling.
8. Hard. Hard line.
Top 12. 3.
Yep.
Bounce it off. Whoa, whoa. Curl it
Looks like
over.
they're
Curl
going
it
to
over.
jam
curl it
here on the blue guard, and that
Did that
wasn't what they drew
Did
up.
that pick?
You threw more weight than that.
Did that pick? Yeah, it must have.
That was weird. That just went crazy.
Yeah.
He said at the start that he put a little extra on it.
Yeah, a little extra would normally mean that it's going to run a little straighter too, with a little more extension, but that one, they're talking about maybe there was a pick.
So a break for Shaun Meachem. He'll try and get one buried here. So final stone here in 3 for Shaun Meachem.
Little warm, Brady. Close.
He was out there a bit further, so I think his weight's going to be good. There she goes.
Seven.
Now it's starting to move.
Yeah, go, Jared. All the way. All the way. All the way.
They
Hard,
get
hard,
it
hard, hard.
right on top. He's got half the button.
Very nice shot. I think there is room to tap it through.
Shot me.
So good job on the brooms, and great weight from Shaun Meachem. So now can it come across to the front of
Bigger
that
than you think here. So
shot stone, and
that.
but be with enough
Board's gone, no
pace
problem, right?
that he can
Just catch it
slide
as
out
soon
the
as we
back
can,
for
Jay.
3.
But, I mean, we're throwing board weight, not top 4.
Yeah, they're going to have to just get by that center guard, the high guard, and do the
Just a
and
board
pick it
weight here,
out.
boys.
Is the plan.
I don't need any of it. It's
pretty long guard.
I can hit more than I need
So
actually.
they'll try and pick it out. Be pretty
No.
tough to hold the shooter.
Yeah. No, we're playing.
Yeah,
it
the
across
goal will
the
be
face.
just to pick it through and
Quarter, eighth
Take your
rock.
two.
take your 2, yeah.
Quarter to eighth rock here.
So you got to throw it slow enough to curl to the front of it, but with enough pace to kick it out the back to get 3. It's not there.
It's a tough one, yep.
So final stone in the 3rd for Rylan Kleiter
Whoa. Yep.
out of Saskatoon.
Whoa.
Trying to
Whoa.
pick up a deuce.
Matt.
Is it curling up?
Can it get across? No.
No.
It'll catch a piece and nudge the blue stone over, so a steal here in 3 for Shaun Meachem. And all of a sudden, what started out as a 3-0 lead in the opening end is turned in a hurry. Inches away.
Just that little extra weight there makes it run a little stronger. We wouldn't get that finish.
It's the Saskatchewan Super Series as we're in the 3rd draw through 3.
The most knowledgeable, the most experienced, the most trusted name in the business. Atlas Apex, the top choice for industrial, commercial, and institutional roofing. Atlas Apex specializes in re-roofing, restoration, full-service maintenance, and emergency repairs. Customer service is our top priority, taking care of our clients in a safe, efficient, and timely manner from coast to coast.
Does this look familiar? Your fans deserve an incredible arena experience. It's time for an upgrade. Stunning graphics. Revenue opportunities are just the beginning with our in-venue display systems and scoring technology. Let us help you find the best solution for your facility. DDG, always delivering the best fan experience. Find us at ddgregina.com.
Curling Zone, where you can watch the Saskatchewan Super Series, 5 of the best teams in the province, all under one roof. Well, not all at the same time. Social distancing and all of those things are in effect.
Wait's good.
And it's a lot of fun for the early draw, the 9 a.m. draw this morning. The coffee's hot. So is the curling. It started out with a 3 in the first for Rylan Kleiter on his draw to the 4-foot, but Shaun Meachem and his foursome, they battled back.
They sure did. You know, Shaun made 2 fantastic shots in that last end to get him out of trouble, and then make a really tough shot for Kleiter to get their deuce, and it was just
that was a 15.
Just didn't curl up where they needed to be. So
steal of 1 in the third.
15.
So Rylan Kleiter and his team out of Saskatoon, the Yellow Stones and the Bright Pants, they've got the hammer here in the 4th.
Line's good.
These games are 8 ends each.
Hey, room. Line's perfect, guys.
Be back
Room
on the
right
air
now.
for
Wait,
the
be patient.
draws at 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock tonight. And then, of course, the semifinals tomorrow morning at 9 and the championship tomorrow afternoon.
Hard.
It'll just nudge off the blue stone, but
all right, Matt.
Sit full 4-foot for shot stone right now.
Gonna have to open it up here. Pardon?
yeah, Matt was just a little heavy there. They were hoping to freeze, but I think that little tick was probably better than coming right around it, because it's a little, then the opposition can't come and freeze on that one and be buried.
Hey, you can probably go there. Okay, make it good. Make it good, guys. Yep. Okay.
Trying to drag it all the way down. They'll get full 4-foot and a piece of the button and sit on top. Little separation, but
such good finish there. It was really nicely thrown rock there by Jared or Braden.
Braden Stewart. Yeah, it's tough when we come back out of the break and they've already thrown the lead stones, right?
Exactly.
I get you.
Yep.
Second stones.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Final one here for Trevor Johnson. Bang, bang, bang.
Great shot, Trev. Real nice.
And really opens things up. And still just that one blue stone biting the button.
Good sweep.
Yeah, that was a great bail shot there by Trevor. Threw nice weight and sweepers kept it nice straight all the way down.
I don't care, really. Sure.
These rocks are quite lively as well. They're the Curl Sask rocks that they're used for at the Tankert and Scotties, and they're using them here a little bit before Christmas to work them in a bit more.
Tankard slated for the new year in Estevan. And of course, that's all tentative, right?
Yeah, we're hopeful it's going to happen right now, but we'll see as this pandemic continues. We'll see where it goes.
And that just was a miss.
Yeah, a little roll there's real nice.
Yeah, I think just out in the 12-foot there, probably got a little more curl than they were anticipating, and you can't get it started there at all because it will curl.
Just clean. Yep, gotta go, Matt. Really hard.
Come on, Matt. Come on.
Hard, Matt.
Matthew
Hard, right
Tyon
to it.
Looks like he threw this a little late.
working on it. We'll get a piece and enough to drag it out. You can't sweep it back there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
looks like it's still sitting
They're close to
one
half,
blue.
Probably.
Both throwing third stones for the Meachem rink. That time, no mistake.
No, you usually don't miss those twice.
And right on the nose. So 2 blue stones right now. And
Josh will attempt to try and roll across and get a little closer to the other blue to hopefully get a chance at a double later in the end.
Ten, 5.
Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep. Hard, Trev.
Hard, Trev. Hard.
Hard, right to it. Hard. Hard.
Got the roll.
trying
Cross.
to get it across as far as they can. It's going to sit
So
back.
painful watching.
A second shot in the back of the 12-foot.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I think they were hoping to keep shot there, but still keeps a rock in the house, which is good.
Nah, it's nothing. Yeah.
Meachem will once again attempt to split the house.
Trying to keep things spread out and
Yeah, go a little bit.
force Rylan to take one here if he can.
Yeah, I agree.
Not curling. Not curling. All you guys.
Easy.
Really spinning.
And this one not moving as much, so
Yeah,
having
it
a little
seems-
trouble judging the ice this morning.
Seems like inside the 4-foot line, a little straighter, and then there's less rocks
got close
thrown
to the
right
center
now,
line.
so it comes up a little bit too.
Okay. What weight do you like? Same turn, hey?
Yeah.
Just give you a hair more.
Let's see if he can run this back. And
Same.
Whoa.
Smidge
Clean.
more.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Close. Yep.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
and roll over if
Yep.
he can.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Come
Hard
across
roll,
the
Trev, hard roll.
front, and
Hard
he'll
roll,
get a
hard roll, hard roll, hard
little roll.
Nice spot. Really good spot, Jay.
And sit right on top of his own.
It's a very nice roll. It's going to be hard for them to stick second shot without jamming something.
They talk things over here.
Looks like he's going to throw it hard and try to double them out.
Try and take out both yellows. So Shaun Meachem in the hack for
He's gonna
the
make the double. If he doesn't, then
skip
it's four.
stones now here in the 4th.
If you make this.
Shaun is such a great hitter. This is his bread and butter shot too.
And they're on it right out of his hand.
Perfect. Perfect.
Backing it up.
And they're going to run off their own.
Unfortunate.
And unfortunately spill the shooter too, and it'll
How did I know that was gonna
be
happen?
2 yellow stones right now. So that's unfortunate, trying to run that back, and when they're so close together, and that's what Rylan was hoping to do, bring them across, and it paid off.
Bunch them up. That's always key. Yeah.
This slash double. I can't see him playing across the house double.
Is there around the horn?
No.
No, there's not.
It'll be wide enough.
I was talking to Shaun last night, and he said that this was his third time on the ice this year, I think. And so he knows he'll be getting better as the season goes on, for sure.
Absolutely. So anything on the right side here, keep them spread out.
For sure, yeah, 100%. Split the house and.
Mine's good. Okay, you can go. A little soft. Felt good. Yeah, I didn't extend.
Important to keep it high, or do you want to bring it down?
I think in front of the tee line just as good, and they're probably going to be doubling something out here or attempting to.
You can stay tight. Yeah, just tee is nice. Yep. Yep, a little more, Trev. A little more, Trev. A little more, a little more. A little more. That's good.
Now when we get the house look at this, the overhead, everybody starts to wonder, there's not a way to get all three, is there?
Probably should have left it higher.
What?
Not all three, but he could double it and then be almost
this is his toughest.
Sitting in front of the third one as well. So he could have a really nice shot again to get out of this end.
And there's no freeze that would force him to draw for one.
No, I think it's at this point still
risk
too risky.
Reward. If you miss it, you're looking at maybe 3 or 4.
Correct.
Yeah.
Giving 2 is not the end of the world here.
Try and remove a couple. Final stone for Shaun Meachem here in the 4th. They're on it. See if they can get across. 1, 2, and it'll sit
Great
right
shot.
in front. So great shot from Shaun Meachem. And it's enough that Rylan's got to think about it.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot, exactly what he wanted to do. And now this is going to make it a little trickier for Rylan to sneak that one by for his deuce.
He's got to knock it out and hold the shooter for 2. Great shot from Shaun Meachem.
Clutch.
Oh, yeah, you got lost. That's more than a broom space. Yeah, you could easily hit thick tack, right? You can hit just off. Nose is even close, man.
Before you threw, I was going to ask, is there any way we go?
This line that he's going to come down, and the rocks haven't been moving as much, right? This is inside the 4-foot for most of the run.
Let's make it.
Solid.
Really solid. Whoa, then. Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa, 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 no.
Close.
Whoa. No.
Whoa. Reel up. Trevor, close.
No.
To move.
Matt.
Now he's on to finish the hit, but he won't hold the shooter. So a little too much pace in the final stone.
Yeah, it looked like he was just overthrew that one a bit where they wanted to go. So
the final stone from Rylan Kleiter. A little bit too much, but he still gets 1 here in the 4th. Halfway through the morning draw, the Saskatchewan Super Series.
Out of the way, what do you say? RenewMyPlace.com. The family's making plans and they're gonna need a ride. Don't let license renewal keep you on the sidelines. Renew your plates at RenewMyPlace.com. Anytime, anywhere. Suit and tie or underwear. RenewMyPlace.com. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. RenewMyPlace.com.
He's covering everything that matters to you. It's the Rod Peterson Show. Tune in Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to noon to catch the show live and be a part of the action. Take control by commenting live and sharing the show with your friends.
I love hanging out at the curling club amongst the curling guys. So we're halfway over, and you guys are talking. It could have been handshakes already. There's been some great shots. We've seen a little bit of everything already this morning.
We sure have. You know, Shaun's come up with some really big shots when he's had
this eight-end game.
Great spot, Matt. Good sweep.
And Meachem has the hammer.
And Matt's set that end up again just beautifully. You know, your top four and then a tight guard right on top of it. That's the ideal situation.
I don't really like another corner.
What if you tap it behind our corner? Yeah. Like, as long as you get it deep enough.
So big thanks to everybody who's watching, wherever you may be, for the Saskatchewan Super Series, presented by Vaderstad. And, of course, we'll have 3 more draws coming up for you today. Full day of curling action here from the Highland Curling Club in Regina. And all produced by our production partners at IKS Live and presented to you on YouTube with Curling Zone. All the draw results and stats are up at curlingzone.ca. You see the results of last night's games where Meachem knocking off the two favorites?
Yep.
Flash and Dunstone?
Yeah, you have to say those would be the 2 favorites going in.
I mean, you look at with Colton Flash and Meta, both Briar experience, both have big-time experience. Of course, Flash now skipping his own team, but I swear, as you're trying to prepare for the season and understand who's moved where, I felt like an FBI investigator drawing strings of all the player movement, and it's been wild in the Saskatchewan curling scene.
Yeah, there's always some notable changes each year. People need to change things up, and sometimes it's just a fresh look to the team is needed.
Except for the Rylan Kleiter rink. You met 11 years? How long have they been playing together?
Yeah, Matt, Josh, and Rye, this is their 12th year together, actually, and Trevor's 7th with them. So they don't change the team players yet, but they just change their pants.
I like that. They haven't changed the players. They just changed their pants.
Yeah.
Should be on the jacket as the team slogan. Because often when we see teams have great junior success,
they decided they'd give it a go at the men's division here for a year and for sure, and see how that goes.
Off to a great start, that's for sure. And it's a small sample size. We know that, but both of these 2 rinks, whether it's Shaun Meachem or Rylan Kleiter, they've both shown that they can compete at that level.
I like the draw. We're looking for the same weight. We want to be even with that one, eh?
Just to give you an idea of these teams, I mean, with Kleiter and all the junior championships and the U21s and the U18 wins, and I mean, just look at last year's Tankard and how well Shaun Meachem played. And, you know, most of the curling country might not have recognized the name right away, but, I mean, he lost to Matt Dunstone in the 4th qualifier on the final stone.
Yeah, they're definitely a team that's going to be there at the end all the time, for sure.
You know, that close to getting into the playoffs, and what does Matt Dunstone do from that? Goes into the playoffs, goes into the Briar, does really well, gets into the championship pool, and it's just you're only off by just a fraction.
Yep, there's no inches. It's in curling. It's centimeters for sure.
So
Josh is attempting to peel.
Josh Mattern, the 3rd stones here. It was his final, or his first of 2. And now Brady Sharback with his, who again, when you want to talk about impressive, and Jeff will correct me, I'm sure, if I got this wrong, but the 2019 Battleford mixed
experience. It's interesting here. They're deciding, are we going to be going into double and get a blank? Because it's not bad to have Hammer playing that even end. or do we go hard here for our deuce in this end?
If they're going to go after the deuce, they're going to want to bring something in and bury it, right?
Absolutely, yep. Getting one around that 12, one of the top 12 is probably the best. However, then Kleiter has the opportunity to run it straight back and stick it too, so nothing really great looking for them right now.
Fuck, how did I gas that one through?
And then you're probably being forced into taking one. You can get a third one in, and
absolutely,
that's,
and that's
what you want to avoid.
You want to avoid that, yeah.
Say about you guys, because Dean's up there listening. So. You gotta be careful.
Looks like they've elected to do the draw.
It might. No, it's same. Remember mine? How good it finished?
Well, just an 8-end game too. You only have so many opportunities.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
Worst case scenario, if you do miss, at least you have some time. And Shaun Meachem's done a really nice job bailing his team out in some situations.
He sure has, yeah. He's come to play today.
It's pretty nice when you have that security blanket back. You can take chances like this if you can't get it buried. You know he's probably going to bail you out.
It's a good feeling.
Trying to see.
5. Like their same turn, or do you want to play ours?
I'm seeing this.
Okay, I'm good at that.
I like this. Okay. Yeah, we know this side way better.
So this could really put the pressure on Meachem here if he can sink one around that guard around the tee line. Even freezing it would be a really nice shot.
Yeah, exactly.
So Josh Mattern.
Okay, yep, you can go.
The third
Gotta
stone.
Go. Yep.
Called 3.
Line's perfect.
Top 12.
Yep, gotta go line. Line's perfect, gotta curl now.
You guys got it.
Trev in if you can. 14.97. Yep, Trev, you gotta go now to the back one. Yep.
Let's see if they can drag it. Right to the corner, and it'll freeze right on top. That's a good plan B.
Yeah, I think that's going to be, for sure now, is going to be a force of 1 or 2 is what it's looking like now.
Same as what you just threw.
He's now trying to come back in and play basically the same shot.
Yeah, I think they'll try to set one on top of the yellow, and then the yellow will try to do the same again. And
yeah, I would say exactly the same. Wait's good, Meach.
See who flinches first.
A little hot. Really running.
Got a lot of pace to it.
yeah.
See it come down here.
Cat bounce. Cat bounce.
Would hold up in time. Oh, they're going to.
It's a good
That's
shot.
pretty good. If you could ever get some separation, then that yellow at the top of the 12-foot might come into play. Is there?
Just on the inside of nose is good. Nose is good though.
Yeah, nose is perfect.
Yeah. Pardon? We can't. I don't have enough. It's off center though too, that way. Yeah, it's really tough to pick that though, with where they're sitting. What do you like for a time here?
45.
45.50. All right, let's make it, boys.
Sounds like the weight has stayed the same. That 3.45 to 3.5 is what they're talking about with
Line's
45 to 50.
Top 8. Wait's close.
Line's perfect. Bit of room right now. Bit of room right now. Whoa, line.
Gotta
Can't go line.
Bit. Okay, Matt's rock. Gotta go. Line's perfect. Go ahead. Hard, boys.
So now they'll try and bring it down.
Hard.
On the brooms. And it'll just get held up here. And so that changes things a little bit.
Yeah, they didn't seem to be jumping on that. And it came up.
So now the discussion for Shaun Meachem and
You gotta wrap it a
his
bit,
group. What are they thinking here? Because now the opportunity is there to maybe get your deuce.
Actually, yeah, a really good opportunity with those guards now staggered. There's no run backs. They can tuck one halfway under the one on the top center line. They'll be sitting really nice.
And because of the freezes and the way they're staggered, there's not a double there.
Yep.
Is there? No matter really where you put this?
No, I don't
Unless
think,
you left it way out to the right, which
Oh,
would be
yeah.
kind of crazy.
yeah, I think as long as he gets part under that yellow, there's no double because it'll be a jam all day.
You just gotta bite forward, Jared. Looking for like 15-2. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shaun Meachem and
It's not bad, not bad. Stay clean.
his first here in the 5th. They said trying to get down to the 4-foot. Now they're hard for line.
Yep, hard, Jared.
That one did the same thing.
It just died, and
Has he lined up the double now, the run back, if he hits that blue?
Yeah.
yeah,
It looks
can he
pretty
come
soft,
across
but-
enough?
Yeah, like a fast slide with, like you didn't add like you have been, but I don't know.
They're not looking at it, so I don't know that it's there.
It should. Like that? I think his fudged. Maybe. I had 15-5. I like that. Like that's Matt's draw to the pin. That's got to be really close.
Again, if you're half open, it's really good.
Yeah, half open's good.
Do you think there's a runner if they hit that blue?
Pardon? Is there a triple?
Actually, Matt's asking that now.
Maybe.
There you go. That's what you were looking for.
There we go, yeah.
So if he can get
What about
across,
this, Jay?
it looks like it's lined up that yellow would miss, doesn't it?
I think this just sits over here, though. I don't think that's the call.
Yeah, I don't think it's there.
That's not the call.
As long as we stick the
Same
yellow
shot.
right on the tee line.
Yeah.
It would have to be so perfect,
We'll be good. I like this call still.
and you risk leaving them a
Triple,
draw
you're
for
leaving that blue
3
in there,
if
too.
you
Onto
miss.
that other yellow.
Yeah, you can
He
get
probably has a hit
just a
for 2
T-line
at the
draw
end.
here,
Or
and
a draw for 2.
you're almost a
The
steal
drag was there. I didn't know what that
is set up.
Yeah. If we could get more across, like on the left side, maybe.
Yeah,
but
I think close to same weight. That 7 rock.
yeah.
Like,
And his, I think, fudged up too. I had a 15-5, and it kind of
okay,
fudged
then maybe
up.
it's just a touch more.
Okay, sounds good, boys. Just top button. Let's make it.
It's not finishing like
Hard
the other
trip.
one did.
Can he get it across?
Good sweep, guys.
And so you're right, it doesn't finish, and
Jumped it.
it's exposed, and there's an opportunity here for Shaun Meachem to get 2.
Yeah, the difference there, they jumped it right out of his hand because it was light, and then it just held that rock out there, didn't get a chance to finish.
I'll let you know. Keep it clean, and don't jump it though. But just keep it clean.
A yellow is the shot stone. But now Shaun Meachem in the final stone here in the 5th. A hit and stick
Touch warm. Touch warm.
to score 2 and tie this game up. It's got to move.
She's running out there.
So now the knock and hold the shooter. No. So it didn't come across, and Shaun Meachem's forced to settle for 1 here in the 5th, and that's a disappointing look on his face, no doubt.
Yeah, there's another one of those straight along the 4-foot lines, kind of like Rylan's was in the 3rd end. Similar.
It's a close one here in the early draw of the Saskatchewan Super Series in Regina.
rack your brain trying to source the equipment and materials you need for your business. Rockstar can operate your entire supply chain, from PO creation to expediting your shipments, all from our office. Leverage the buying power of the Rockstar Buying Group to not only save money and time, but also the headache. From gloves to glue, we can provide it for you. Find out more at rockstar.com.
Building a deeper connection with our fans by putting them in the show. It's a new era of sports talk. The Rod Peterson Show airs from 10 to noon, Monday to Friday on Facebook Live. Join the conversation today and tune in. Online, on your phone, at home, at work, follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And subscribe on YouTube for all the content you want to watch. Don't wait, do it right now.
So you can have 2 interventions per end, which is awesome.
Wow. So welcome you back to the Highland Curling Club here in Regina. It's a close one. Rylan Kleiter has the hammer back. Shaun Meachem is forced to, not forced, but he's settled for one. And again, you know, I love the conversations that we can have in the break, and you kind of get a little bit of it coming back, but just the strategy, and as they try and read the ice, and certain rocks are moving more than other rocks, and how much are the players paying attention to that stuff?
Yeah, you know, the junior team is definitely a little hard. They're not used to that yet, but we've definitely seen some tendency with a couple rocks already. We'll see whether they pick that up and make that to use to their advantage going forward here.
No, it's not there, Meach.
It's Jared Lados. He's got a ton of experience and success at the junior level, as we've talked about. Out of Lloydminster. Throwing lead stones here for
I'd love to come
Team
and move
Meachem.
it a bit.
Yeah, like, come tap it here.
I think you play this, Matt.
Get a good look at Matthew
Try to get,
Tyon,
like, if you bump it a bit,
the
that's really
22-year-old
good.
lead out of Saskatoon.
Yeah, if you freeze, that's good. If line's perfect, we move it an inch, that's good.
Last weekend at the Sutherland men's event, we were talking about this. They got to play with Steve Laycock, who subbed in for Trevor. That's got to be a cool experience for the kids, right? I mean, there's a ton of experience, a wealth of knowledge there.
Oh, for sure. I think what Steve, 8 or 9 Briars, I think he's been at or something, and for him to play with the guys, and they've been practicing a fair bit together as well, and I think it was both really good for both parties to be able to go out and play and have a lot of success at the same time.
What would that be like for Rylan with Steve?
Line's good.
Maybe playing second stones.
Hey,
He does these.
easy early
Steve
if you
Laycock's
can.
not a second, right?
Oh,
He's a skip or a third.
Walks,
So was
come
Rylan
around it. T.
a little nervous, telling him what to do?
Right back
and
then, yes. Back 4.
I think,
back
you know,
12.
because they've done
14,
some
2, 2.
practicing together and they've had a lot of communications, they know each other pretty good already. And
That's good.
Steve understands
Good
his
communication.
role when he came in, and he still provided much better
for sure.
communication with the guys and helping with some strategy and even just discussing different situations. And, you know, all those things are just invaluable experience for those guys.
Trevor Johnson had a little spill there on the ice. They had a little laugh.
He tends to do that every once in a while. I think just to make everybody more relaxed out there.
That works. Take the edge off. Kleiter has the hammer here in the 6th.
Only if you have to go. Okay, Brady.
And a
go
lead
then.
by 1.
No, line's good. Line's good.
This one's looking really good.
Second stones and Braden Stewart.
Hard. Jeez, it just, yeah, you can't really switch. You need to switch, but you can't really switch.
So all of the social distancing protocols in place. Each team has a separate side of the ice that they use.
Clean. Yep, yep.
We talked about no sweeping below the tee line.
Yeah, a few rule changes, but it's a lot of still common sense. If we were able to play our sport, which we're really fortunate to be able to do, and it's not difficult to keep the distance for sure. Unlike football or hockey, a little different.
And they're able to do that with the extra sheet of ice too, buffering, where you can separate, and one team can go to the open sheet and the other team can go to the sideboards. And
Okay, yeah. I didn't see.
Yes, definitely, and some of the clubs have also been staggering the draw times. You don't have as many people in the lobby at one time. It's half the people, and that's worked out really well too for league play.
Absolutely. And of course we want to
It's really curling, Brady.
do our part and make sure that we can get through this and avoid the spread of the virus, because curling is all about the social aspect of it, right? Getting up here, we don't like seeing the lounges and everything empty, and so hopefully these events will go off really well and we'll be able to open things up slowly.
I'm confident we will.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. What weight do you like?
Well, we got a Saskatchewan men's tankard to happen in Estevan in the new year, and a
can make it a
Briar
10, it's
in
just off
Kelowna.
nose.
So
I like 10.
here's hoping everything stays on target and the curling season, although it will look a little different with the Grand Slams and the Pinty's Tours and everything else. Those are the big ones.
But one of the good things that has come from this is that the SAS Tour has really blossomed with some of these teams now that maybe wouldn't have played in all those. They'd be traveling out of province.
Yep.
So really good.
Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Well, it's absolutely in events like this, when you're playing against top talent on a week-by-week basis,
I had 9 on that.
it really shows it's a measuring stick of where you're at and where you need to be, and it shows how close you are to being at that level.
It does. It's going to give all the teams that aren't maybe at the top that opportunity to really get there if they want to, and know where they need to be.
Absolutely. You hear about, the Dunstones or Colton Flash when he's going out and playing with Cooey and other teams, and they're playing all over the world, and they're ranked in the world rankings. And when you can play at a Bonspiel against Dunstone for a team like Rylan Kleiter, beat him, or you lose by 1 or by 2, you realize how close you are to that world stage, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence knowing where you're at already in your game. And next weekend, Highland here is hosting the first SCT event, which is going to be a really nice field. I think there's 17 teams, which is really good for the tour.
That's really exciting. It was Brady Sharback with the third stones for Team Meachem. Rylan Kleiter's got the hammer here.
That's actually probably worth it.
The lead by 1
Yep.
here in the 6th.
Yeah, I was thinking 9 too.
Just a hair off nose.
Yeah, I'm sure their end plan here before they start is they said we're going to try and score this even end, and hopefully it's 2 they're hoping.
Joshua Mattern, the third for Team Kleiter.
Hard, Matt. Whoa.
He's got 1, and he'll actually leak a little closer to that other yellow at the top of the 12, but still sitting 1 blue.
I should be able to hold it on this line anyway.
So couldn't run it back on top of the shot stone, but
Was that back yellow one in the house, do you think?
it's hard to tell if it's catching a piece or not, but that would be important. Those are the extra counters. Doesn't want to roll, but he's going to get one here right underneath the Kleiter stone at the top of the 12.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
And now sitting 2 blue stones.
But that's our best result as well. Which one?
Well,
This one.
then he just
Then
knows.
we're getting 1 then if we do that. Like you got this with hack, right? If you make that, we have a chance at 3 for sure.
Yeah, I think what they're thinking, it's a bit of a risk playing that
Well, you're losing
blue one on the
1 if you play
side,
the yellow.
but you're going to still get your 1 because you got the whole 4-foot open,
like if
so
you did
it's not that
covert
high
early or
risk.
what?
So I think the hit and roll is the right call.
Well, play hack. You play hack. Yeah, that one's in too. That's kind of why I like it.
So he's got the yellow wood in. He
I'm
answered
not
your
threatening
question.
with this. It should run okay. Like I'm pretty confident. Like there with hack should be really close. Yeah, just hack.
Yeah, I think this is well worth the risk. A lot of good things can happen. You can take your yellow one and roll across to the blue as well, and
Like
keep your shooter
Josh,
in play.
even like just hack.
So you want to hit that blue in the 12 and stay in front of the shot stone?
That's correct.
So you got some backing back there.
Yep.
Because the double's not there.
The double was not there. It'd be really thin. Yes.
So Josh
Clean.
Mattern, third stones.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Yes.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, this
Whoa.
might be really good.
Whoa. Trev. Hard Trev. Real good. Real nice.
See?
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sit down now.
Oh, and it just rolled a little too far.
Okay, good
If
spot,
there's
Jake.
one thing I have learned in curling over the years of watching
Nice shot.
and playing a little bit,
Nice throw.
it's that when they can't decide if they should sweep or not, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
If they're on, then off, and on, then it's usually pretty good.
You always like to hear that. Yep. It's best when one is saying whoa and the other is saying yay.
Yeah. And it's right on the line of being perfect.
So the nice thing about that is we talked about that hit and roll now bunches them again, which it's going to be real difficult for them to not leave Kleiter another double here.
Yeah, I like it.
But it looks like they're electing to freeze now, so this is a good call. Meachem's made some big shots for the team. This is a really big one here.
Does he want to freeze down on top of the Kleiter Yellowstone or his own?
I would say freezing it right in the
right in the pocket.
In the pocket there would be great. Yeah, it's got lots of room.
Little light.
Skip stones here for Shaun Meachem. Without the hammer here in 6. Now they'll try and bring it right down. They got to go. Can they get it all the way? No, it'll sit right on the button. And so now it's the double there. It is.
Yeah, nice.
It sure is. I think you're going to probably lose. You lose your shooter and probably that back yellow, but you should sit 2. If you.
It's just.
Just nice peel.
And then there's a
Yeah, nice
decision
peel.
for Shaun.
Yeah.
Of the
I'd say thick. Well, half rock's real close.
of the
If
really
anything,
tough
half,
double.
I'd say.
It is. Yeah, they're talking half a rock. I'm thinking a little thicker than that, but.
All right, here we go, boys. Nice peel. Let's make it.
So Rylan Kleiter with his first here in the 6th.
Whoa. Yep.
Trying for the double to take out, remove 2 blue stones.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
On it right away. 1, 2, and they're both out. And as you said, lose the shooter, lose the back yellow, but
Josh had a good call.
sitting 2.
Too thin, right?
That was a good sweep. Just watch how he held this one, and actually almost I think he backed it up. Look what he did. That was a great sweep.
Great job by the front end. And now for Shaun Meachem. What does he have here?
Looks like he doesn't want to give up a deuce, so he's going to play a bit of a gambling game to freeze and hopefully force one.
That's good.
Must be feeling the deuce is too much.
And the deuce would be playing for a blank if you got the double, right? If he puts the freeze down nicely, so they're going to try and drag it. Can they get it all the way?
Fantastic
That's
shot.
a great shot from Shaun Meachem, and
clutch again.
Very clutch. So now they're going to think about it. Is there any way to throw it hard enough to get the 2 of them out of there and hold the shooter? If you're right on the nose.
Yeah.
Because they are slightly staggered.
Yeah. Like that. Don't have to get too cute with it, right?
He's going to try.
If you want to make it for 2, I think you got to play for it for 2.
I think it's like a bonus for 2, though. It's kind of my thought. Like if we can back it up to that spot.
Ones here better than the
Yeah. Yeah.
Because as long as you throw it hard enough, the blue should leave, and that top 12-foot rock will give you your 1.
If we can back it up to it.
Like an 8.
Yeah, there's a bit of separation, so I think as long as he hits it anywhere off a nose, it should go.
Yep.
But can you hold the shooter?
If you throw it hard enough.
Same weight.
I don't think you can hold the shooter.
Or is he trying to pick it out of there to get his 2?
Let's make it.
I think they're trying to hit it just off nose.
Whoa,
wait.
Whoa.
Set this one back. I think we flashed.
Oh, and he'll miss.
That's not what he was hoping for.
So a tough finish to the 6 with the hammer for Rylan Kleiter. And Shaun Meachem with a steal in 6. So with 2 to play, we're all tied.
Whoops.
Don't rack your brain trying to source the equipment and materials you need for your business. Rockstar can operate your entire supply chain, from PO creation to expediting your shipments, all from our office. Leverage the buying power of the Rockstar buying group to not only save money and time, but also the headache. From gloves to glue, we can provide it for you. Find out more at rockstar.com.
Building a deeper connection with our fans by putting them in the show. It's a new era of sports talk. The Rod Peterson Show airs from 10 to noon, Monday to Friday on Facebook Live. Join the conversation today and tune in. Online, on your phone, at home, at work. Follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And subscribe on YouTube for all the content you want to watch. Don't wait. Do it right now.
The Highland Curling Club, the scene for the Saskatchewan Super Series here in Regina. And a chilly Saturday morning in the prairies, but hot on the ice. All tied with 2 to go. Rylan Kleiter's had some great opportunities for some big ends, but Shaun Meachem's thrown some clutch skip stones. And this is going to be a fun 2 ends to finish.
For sure, it's going to be a right to the end now for sure. And the Kleiter team has really played well, but Shaun has bailed them and kept them in the game here. So that's awesome.
Well, Rylan Kleiter has the hammer here.
I think that's the easiest.
In the 7th.
If you roll out, that's not that bad either. Like 4.
No, he'd love to take a blanket and
You
take that
like
hammer into the 8th, but
anything thinner than 3/4.
a couple of rocks in play already.
What do you like, Ford? Pardon?
This doesn't move here. Why do you go? It moves right down. It's pretty straight.
Matthew Tyon, the lead for Team Kleiter.
Hack, clean.
It's probably easier this year when a lot of those university classes are online.
Yeah, for sure.
More time at the curling club. Less time in the classroom, right?
Hard, Trev. Really hard. Hard. Okay. That's good, Matt.
Be a little easier to balance. You do your class up in the lounge here, and then you're right on the ice as soon as you're done, right?
Sure.
Well, and that was the case even yesterday. We asked for the late, the boys asked for the late draw because there were some exams being written. So Rylan had come down actually early afternoon and went and wrote his exam in the hotel room before the game. And so there's some advantages to the classes being online as well.
Little bit of room.
Well, and a good mix on this team. You got engineers, you got, was Rylan in business, the Edwards School of Business at the University of Saskatchewan?
That's correct, yeah.
So you got a few different disciplines.
And Matthew Tyon just got into vet med this year, so he's got a full plate as well.
Holy smokes.
You could even get this coming back to here.
That's a pretty good backup plan if curling doesn't work, hey?
Yes, I think it
They
sure
lock
is.
it in there, though.
Well, if
we don't.
Oh yeah,
You're
engineers,
like
vet
top
med,
button.
business, they'll be able to buy a few pairs of loud pants.
I don't.
think.
There's
There
no
won't be
point
a problem
in
in a
this.
few
If we're
years.
gonna do that, we should just draw. Yeah, but hitting this doesn't get us in a better spot.
If we just peel, they freeze another one, right?
Yeah.
I like that. The first thought would be to
It's either
remove the
here
blue
or
stone.
or the double peel and get
But
this
he
coming
said it
back.
doesn't put us in a better spot. So you're not just going to hit a stone just to hit
I'm
a
good
stone.
at that too.
No.
Lots of rocks to come.
They either
still,
have
right?
to do what they're saying here. We're going to try for the blank and do the run backs,
Yeah, 3/4.
or you put another one top of the button. Top 4 even is pretty good. But this is taking hammer if you can to the last end is pretty good too.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
The only thing you don't want to do is take
Sorry,
one
Jeff.
here.
That's correct.
That's the only thing.
That's good.
Reminder, this is an 8-end game. 8-end games here at the Super Series.
Okay.
We'll have 3 more draws for you here on Curling Zone, produced by IKS Live. The 1 o'clock draw, the 4 p.m. draw, and the 7 o'clock draw will all be available to you here. So we appreciate you watching and tuning in wherever you may be watching from.
This one's curling a little bit now.
Rylan Kleiter and his Saskatoon rink in the Yellowstones. All tied with the Shaun Meachem foursome. Throwing blue stones here. And Kleiter has the hammer in 7.
That's a really nice shot.
Nice job right down. And there's all those rocks in play. You don't usually want to be the one in behind,
We should run straight down this path.
because that's the first one leaving out the back.
Trevor will attempt the straight run back and maybe get one blue as well with that.
Trevor Johnson from Saskatoon.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, went to Holy
Yes.
Cross High School.
Hard.
They're on this one. One,
Great shot.
two, and really opened it up. The front's
nice
open, and although it's one blue, now is the shot stone, but that was mission accomplished.
For sure, that was a heck of a shot by Trevor. Probably hit that exactly where you wanted to.
5 teams here in the round robin draw. The Saskatchewan Super Series. The top seed will move straight to tomorrow's final, and 2 and 3 will play in the semifinal. That semifinal will be tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We'll have that one for you here as well. This will be a lot of fun. Both of these teams are 1-0 coming into the morning draw. Trying to catch a piece and see if they can roll. And hang on the side. Looks like it will. It's got a half the 12-foot.
Could prove to be a good roll if you ever have to get a force here.
Try that double.
We're probably not blanking if we play this. We're not going to blank if we play this.
So if you play the double, you're not going to blank. That's what I'm understanding?
That's what he's saying, but you got to be playing that one on the button right now because if you play that run
I don't
and
mind it. It's either that or or run that into there.
If we miss.
So is the thought that if they play the double, Shaun will just bury one?
Yeah, and then they follow in, and you still have a chance at your 2.
Maybe the double's the best,
But then
it's more over here.
you can't
right?
remove it, so you have to
I
either
think we just
freeze
play with
on
10
it or...
though.
Yeah, okay.
Because you make that double with 10 all day.
With 10?
You want to stick, right? Okay. Just 10. You can make the double with 10. It's like a
Stick.
quarter rock. Thick quarter, right?
And Rylan will make the double.
Thick,
2 blank
or thick.
if you get to that point.
That's right.
You should make it no problem with 10. These rocks are lively. Let's go 10. But actually 10.
I love the language, too, and the code. Let's go 10. But actually 10, because he hasn't been throwing 10 when I call 10. I like it. That's funny.
Yeah, there's no shortage of communication amongst the guys, for sure.
Quarter rock, like to me, that's not getting to quarter rock. That's
Well, and compared to watching curling even 10 years ago, it's almost like another language.
You want a little more?
All the numbers, and they know what
I don't mind
everyone
that.
means.
I
And
thought it was minimum too.
And actually, when you get playing together as long as these guys, you don't even have to say anything. You can just see what they're saying just by looking at them.
yeah, absolutely. They're all on the same page.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
hard!
Hard. 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 Right up. Hard. Hard roll, Matt. Hard roll.
Got it. Trying to get the roll over.
You're good. You're good. Great shot. That's why we play 10, right? Because now you got.
And
all
see
that
if they
air.
can catch him.
Really
To
good.
try and set up for 2.
It's a fantastic roll.
But half that stone is exposed.
It's going to be definitely quicker.
But it's hard to
So
get
like
it
15-2
without
of that.
getting your own at the back, right?
Yeah, so now they're electing they're going to freeze and try to get a force here.
Okay.
Force to 1. Kleiter will probably have to play the run back after that.
Brady Sharback, the third for Team Meachem, the Saskatoon.
Oh, it's good. No, it's good. Easy, Jared. Easy, Jared. Easy, Jared. Wait's
He's in
good.
his training for EMS.
Like to go a bit.
It's not finishing as much as I think they were hoping.
Trying to get it to move over, and it just won't. Oh, it came a little bit at the end, and it's actually not in such a bad spot.
Nope, not bad at all.
Pretty straight here.
A little nose or an inside roll here, though, is going to be really good for Mattern if he can do this one.
So Josh Mattern, the final third stone here in the 7th end.
Board.
With the hammer.
Yep.
Just board.
Yep.
Just board.
hard.
Come on, Matt.
Whoa. Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Come on.
There
Yep.
it is.
Hard. Hard.
Trying to bring it on top.
Sit.
Got it. And it
Good throw, Jay.
Okay, good weight, Josh. Good throw.
Leaved a
Sat
pretty good
down,
pocket
but-
for him now. A little over curled a bit.
It's a little bit too far. You could hear the disappointment, the frustration, just as it went across into that 12-foot.
Really nice control weight, though, by Josh there. Didn't overthrow it.
And you can just see it. He looks up to the rafters.
Good old rafter look.
Yeah, okay.
So Shaun try and put one right in that pocket.
Yeah.
Can he pull another great shot as he's done all game here today?
I would not see why not. Shaun Meachem, and his first here in the 7th.
Weight's good.
Yeah, weight's coming off. Weight's coming off. Really moving.
Oh, now it's moving on him. And it's going to hold up, too. And so that changes things a whole bunch here in the end.
Sure does. Now Kleiter has to decide, does he bring another one around?
16-2.
Yeah.
Or do you
Okay,
go
I
open
think the
side,
split's the call, though.
which could potentially leave a hit and roll double and be buried? So they got to make sure they're behind the tee if they're going to go open side.
I don't even mind this. Like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with people here?
Yeah, that's good too still. Yeah, that doesn't change it. I agree, actually, yeah. As long as you have a thick part of the 4.
So what's the look
Yep,
here?
I like that. Good path here too.
It will be, yeah.
It's a little, it might even be better out here actually.
Bring one to the other side?
Just bite the back 4 is perfect, yeah.
That's perfect.
They just
spot.
got to
Yeah.
make
Even
sure
if
that
he
it's
decides to freeze like he likes to do
Then we're
with the-
behind the
one,
tee
right?
line back 4 so that
then we just go
Meachem
around.
can't make the hit and roll under the corner guard
Down
or
the
make
back
a
is
draw
good.
for shot around
Yeah,
the
we're a
corner
little
guard.
wider too actually. A little wider than our regular draw.
Regular?
Yeah.
Even throwing,
So it should be better
even
even.
throwing roughly 45s.
'Kay.
For back 4, I think 40 to 45.
Okay.
I think
See what
we'll have
Matt
to see what
says
Matt
too
says.
as well. Back 4. Yeah. What do you like here? 45, 50?
You've talked about one of his stones
All right,
playing
take it.
differently than the other. They're talking about what the other shots have done, how long, the 45 to 50.
Add it a bit.
Back four,
Add
guys.
it a bit. Line's good, boys.
Like to go.
Okay, you can
Line's
go.
fine.
Probably going to end up being me rocking the
Line's good. Hold it out there, Matt. Hold it out there, Matt.
Going now. Line's really good.
Line's good. Line's good. Now it's running a bit.
15-4.
Take a look. 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 Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Back 4, it's where they wanted it.
It's a really good shot. Well swept. Good judge.
I won't leave you hanging. Good
Well, that's the constant communication all the way down the ice. And
Good thing you pushed that. I know you saw.
Rylan was right there with them.
So now Shaun is elected, I believe, to come around. Is he?
Because last end we could have just drew for 1 as well.
What's he doing?
Well, he can.
No,
I
'cause
think
you're
they
not
were
gonna
looking
risk
at possibly hitting and seeing if they could roll over, but he'd have to roll up,
Yeah.
and that's very difficult.
So is he drawing?
No, it's heavy.
Yes, he is elected to draw around that to pick.
And he's going to crash, but what can they do with it here? And that's unfortunate. Can he get a little bit of a roll and roll it in and at least get it close enough? Oh, and that's
Tough luck.
disappointing for Shaun Meachem. To have the stone pick, and now it's a draw for 4 for Rylan Kleiter.
He had such a nice weight. If that gets by there, he's got a really nice shot.
They're trying to see if they could somehow scrape it into the 8-foot, at least to be second shot.
Yep, same path. It's a little bit better out here, I think, even, hey?
Yeah, yours did slide very good.
Okay, same weight here, boys, hey? 40, 45.
He's got room, even if he has to nudge on his own a little bit. He's got some backing.
Yeah, you hate the word backing, but it's there for sure.
Final stone and 7 for Rylan Kleiter. A draw for 4.
Wow.
That was close.
Just
And
keep
to
it brewed
really
down for sure. Line's good.
break this open.
It's kind of hanging right now, though. Still hanging. Hasn't curled yet.
14-9.
Whoa.
Wanting it to curl in. Now it's got to hold up and stop, and
Just
it
in
should
time.
no problem. Count them. There's 4 on the board for Rylan Kleiter.
That hung like crazy. Did I throw it? I felt like I threw it.
Another look at the finish of this stone, and with 1 to play now. Big task for Shaun Meachem. We'll see if he can get it done in the 8th on the other side. Oh, they shook.
What? That's right.
I didn't even see. So there you go. We're not going to go to break yet because they shook hands and called it after 7. So the 4 and 7 turns out to be the difference in this one.
Yeah, it was a tough couple shots there for Shaun. He's been lights out all game, and a couple of them just a hair off, and he'll be back next game even better, I'm sure.
Yeah, tough one for sure. It was a lot of fun, though, this morning. Rylan Kleiter in his rink out of Saskatoon now improved to 2-0 in the Saskatchewan Super Series. And we'll be back with you for the 1 p.m. draw as we continue from the Highland Curling Club in Regina. Thanks for joining me. This was fun.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks to the IKS Media crew for the production today, and all draws available on YouTube and the Curling Zone YouTube channel. The final, 8-4. Rylan Kleiter is 2-0. More curling this afternoon. We'll see you until then.